Janet Cunningham with the University of Utah College of Humanities, and today I'm speaking with Hugh Cagle, Director of the International Studies Program and Associate Professor of History. As one of the most popular undergraduate programs at the U, it uses wide-ranging resources to prepare students to live and work in the global world. So what is the International Studies Program, and why is it such a popular major here on campus?
There's a lot of flexibility built into it. It's intellectually really rewarding, but it also has broad applicability to careers throughout the American economy and really around the globe. The International Studies major allows students to focus on issues that are important to them, with a curriculum that they design with their own professional goals in mind. And I think it's that combination of focus and flexibility that draws students to the major. The focus areas, currently we have 6 of them. They are trade and commerce, foreign relations and security, global health, development and sustainability, culture and identity, and European studies. And I'll tell you, we're currently developing a 7th focus area in human rights, but that's still in the development phase.
How do these areas of study complement the students' other majors? Because I'm assuming most students in this program are double majors, or at least have a separate minor. And so how is this program complementing their other areas of study?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think international studies is really an asset to just about every other program on campus. The flexibility of the international studies major means that students can not only study clusters of issues that are important to them, but they get to do so across departments. And that means that a student can both major in international studies, but use the courses that they're using toward that major for a department-specific major as well. And in fact, a lot of our students do double major, sometimes they even triple major. And I think right at the moment, somewhere around 1/3 of our majors are double majors.
So what are students learning in this program, and why is it important?
Well, the truth is there's so much opportunity in the program that what students learn really is as varied as the individual students and their interests themselves. What I would say is that what international studies does, it provides a global framework for exploring particular issues, for answering particular questions. So, we all know now that we live in an interconnected world. There are issues that cut across conventional, national, regional, state, and local boundaries. What international studies does is it helps students follow particular issues across those boundaries. International studies is really about interconnection and studying interconnection.
Does every student in the International Studies program go on an international experience?
Yes. In fact, we see the international experience as a vital, even really indispensable part of the program. It's important because the international studies major asks students to address real, current, ongoing challenges, and to do so from multiple perspectives. And I think the only way to really consider those challenges from multiple perspectives, to understand issues from different points of view, things, for example, like the way that NGOs may function in South Africa, or the provision of clean water in India, is to really go visit those communities who are grappling with these problems, who have points of view, contested points of view around them, and to have students engage with those communities. It really has been eye-opening for them, and I think in the best cases, truth be told, it also gives our students an opportunity to practice their second language skills.
And are there scholarships to help students, or to help with the cost of international travel?
Yes. Just this year, international studies began to offer, on a competitive basis, a small number of tuition waiver scholarships, but those are not all the scholarships that students have available to them. If they arrange their international experience through the Hinckley Institute or the Learning Abroad office, students have those resources available to them as well.
What job skills would you say students are getting out of this program?
What job skills do they learn? I would say, what job skills don't they learn? That's part of the value of a genuinely interdisciplinary degree. International studies students can learn to decode the rhetoric of web-based marketing campaigns and a writing and rhetoric program on the one hand, and then grapple with statistics surrounding voter turnout in Mexico on the other. At the very same time, as part of the same major, they can, through the history department, learn how to organize and carry out an independent research project, like, for example, in the Utah State Archive, and then write it up for presentation in places ranging from boardrooms to press conferences. The kinds of skills that our students develop are quantitative and qualitative reasoning skills, research and writing skills, project organization and presentation skills, not to mention the language and cross-cultural communication skills that I mentioned earlier.
Can you give us some examples of what types of jobs your students have gone on to do after graduation?
I would love to, and in fact, it's kind of hard to narrow these down because there are so many of them and they're so diverse. But I'll give you sort of a collection, a sampling, if you will, of three. One of our majors now works with Burundi refugees in Tanzania. Another is now a medical student here at the U. And one of our international studies graduates from some years back, Kevin Knight, is the chief marketing officer for Experticity. He was recently named to one of Utah Business's 2018 40 Under 40 honorees. So our students can and do go on to do just about any kind of career they can imagine. Our job in international studies, I think, is to help fire that imagination with a course of study to match.
That was Hugh Cagle of the International Studies Program. Visit humanities.utah.edu for more information about this program and other areas of study offered through the College of Humanities.